afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. We've got a different one that I normally probably wouldn't even review because it's just not one that you're going to get a ton of views on because it's been out for a long time, but that is the Ultimate Edition Ted DiBiase and Ricky the Dragon, the Steamboat. Really cool. A set that I kind of admired from afar. I'm like, it's a pretty cool set, but at $70, I could never justify. But what I can justify is finding this set at Ollie's for $12.99. Now that got even cheaper because when I purchased this, Ollie's was having a sale for 10-15% off, something like that. So it ended up going out to being around $12 flat out the door. So I picked up a couple extra for some friends in a local toy group. Picked up a couple extra looking for, of course, a black card. So I did find a black card, so I will keep that. And then, so I got one black card, one to open and display regularly, and one for like customs and things like that for the bodies, and then the rest have moved on. But looking forward to getting into this and seeing if the everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man, and apparently that price was $12, and let's see if that $12 was in fact worth it or not. And here we have them out of the packaging, and I can kind of see why I was kind of like the $1 Million Man. I can see him in here. He's got his jacket's a little loose, which I'll be able to adjust that, but just not super toyetic, which I guess the Coliseum really shouldn't be because they are typically of LJN style guys, older guys that don't have as flashy of things. And then I see the $1 Million belt down below. Looks like they just did the old plastic crap belt, which is kind of upsetting. Plastic, they're all plastic, but like the real plastic with no hard goods on it, plates or anything like that. So kind of disappointing there right off the bat. Here's a look at some of the other ones that we've gotten. That Terry Funk is great. That Hogan's great. I wouldn't mind picking up that Rick Rude and Jake the Snake. We did do a review on the Piper and George the Animal Steel. Kind of a letdown pack too, honestly. But let's go ahead, jump right in to these guys. Who do we want to do? You know what? I kind of want to look at Ricky last. I think Ricky's kind of the sleeper here. So let's go ahead and crack on into the $1 Million Man. And it's funny when I'm in my brain going, man, yeah, $12 is a pretty good price for an Ultimate Edition. Then I think, well, man, you get two, so I kind of forget the fact that there's two in here. So we're talking $6 for a brand new carded Ultimate Edition figure, and wow, what a deal! I mean, even if it was $40, that's still a crazy deal. Have a quick look at some accessories here. Scoot us up. There we go. Let's see, little accessory boxes. So we do have some extra heads, some extra hands, and some money. Some money. Pretty good. You can definitely use this money for some extra stuff there. And they did a pretty good job with the details there. Put that in like your turtle thing, your turtle display. Like they caught the Foot Clan in there, stealing some money from the bank, doing things like that. Put it in a little baggie or something like that. And each one comes with two of those stacks of money, so worth noting there. A couple sets of extra hands, mainly money holding hands, some splayed out, and some C-grips. No fist. Oh, one fist. We got one fist. Nope, two fists. So we do have fists, thank goodness. Kind of worried me there for a moment. Alright, let's get into the extra heads. This is kind of an interesting one. I don't really know what this could be. I mean, I guess, again, I don't know. It's kind of a strange, kind of like a duh head. I don't know. Weird. This is the I got the money, and wow, they did a really good detail. Look at the hair, it looks really nice. The face, paint deco, all super good there for sure. Let's get to the belt. The ultra disappointing belt. Ugh, this just annoys me so much. this is what we get. This is what we get for belts. All right. And there you go. Just crummy. This is what I mean, like this. Like why can't we have the hard plastic for the belt? It just does not look good. Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Have we ever gotten an actual like hard plastic? I mean, I'm sure we have from other companies. And just for some reason I can't recall Mattel ever doing one of the nicer $1 million belts. Maybe they have, I just don't remember. Alright, let's crack open Mr. DiBiase here. He's been holding that money. He's gonna have to let go for a minute. And here we go with the $1 million man. See, it's just kind of, there's a lot of doll aspect here, and the doll stuff kind of throws it off for me. Gonna have to do some adjusting here, obviously, to make all that look good. What color pants we have on underneath? Let's see. And this feels okay. Definitely a lot better than there's some ones that they do, like there was an HBK one that they did recently. It felt like a trash bag. It was just not, I did not enjoy that at all. So black underneath trunks, and that was my question. Okay, yep. So we do have the money sign there, so that's good. So you can definitely, again, at this price point, grab multiple of these to display, which I think it might actually do that. You can do one in trunks, do one with them all suited up. If you have one that suits a little better, you can always go that route. But face on this, pretty good. Just kind of a smug, arrogant, like, yes, that's right, I've got all the money, and you don't kind of look there. I do like the little, they did do a good job putting the little buttons there. The bow tie's fine. The suit itself, like I said, is really nice, and I think once I kind of get it pulled down and adjusted, I think it's going to be pretty cool. It does have the pockets on here. Pink going down the side. Boots with the money symbol on them. White laces. Overall, really, really pretty nice. I mean, it's good. It's really good. You just got to pull that down a little bit, and we'll get that all finalized and adjusted for the final review. But man, I can't complain. Little pocket square. I could have done a little better job on the pocket square, I think. Or just leave that off if that's how you're gonna do it. But yeah, I can't complain. That's really cool. Like I said, 2 stacks of money. Can't go wrong with 2 stacks of money. Definitely can use in your other displays, your Joes, like I said, your Turtles, things like that, or obviously with your $1 million man. But next up, it's time to get into. Where's he at? Oh, there he is, old Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat. Alright, we got Ricky free of his plastic prison here, and some fun stuff going on. We got some C-grip hands, we got some fighting fists, we got some slapping ones, and then we have, of course, this kind of dragon posing hands going on. Pretty cool. Pretty exciting about that. Oh my gosh, these heads do not want to come out. It's probably because they had a cover on them. There you go, Brad. There you go. Real smart, real high speed. Let's go. Alright, let's get into these heads. Let's go with, starting off with Smiling Ricky. Pretty nice looking head there. Would I know that is Ricky right off the jump? I don't know that I would know that right off the jump. I would almost wonder if it was an Eric Bischoff head. But also, Ricky isn't my most memorable character, and more so in his WCW days, so a little older Ricky Dragon for me. I will note, which is not a bad thing, I'll point it out here with this head, but awesome Screaming head, super cool. Have him doing his hands and a little pose out, pretty cool. But one thing I did notice is it seems like if you follow right here, follow this line, you see a tiny indent in his hairline. You see it there, right there. You can follow it here on this previous head as well. Follow tracks along here around the back. And the reason for that is obviously because he has a headband here. So another headband here tracks around and does that. So you can pop this headband off. I would rather let's just have multiple headbands, or just do one figure that has the headband molded in. There's those hands for you. So again, it's like if you don't know that you're looking for it, it's really kind of impossible to really notice. But you know, once you know that it's there, it's there. So kind of a maybe I would have rather you done it a little differently. But before we get into too deep into Ricky, let's go over his little martial arts robe jacket thing here. This should be interesting trying to get on. But black, there you go. USA, Japan logo there on one side. And then another logo there. Pretty cool. It does come with, obviously, his little black belt that you can put on that we'll have to mess with. Would have rather seen that on the figure, but maybe they were trying to avoid staining and having that worry, you know, over time having the figure stain. So I guess if that was their worry, I would, you know, I guess if you're going to take it out and put it on, then it's going to stain anyway. So I don't know. Anyway, Dragon, again, the head looks really good. The ultimate articulation on this one it's not bad. There's not a massive gap here, which sometimes there is. No cracking at the top. It just flows. Looks really good with this figure. Skin tone's really nice. Pants pretty straightforward. Nothing to write home about. Has kind of his martial arts feet there, so that's kind of a different thing than normal for sure. But I mean, pretty plain Jane, which is kind of this era of Ricky was just pretty straightforward, not the big dragon flames and all that stuff. So this is not bad. You get what you get with this one for sure. But let's go ahead and get Ricky. Let's get Uncle Ted. Let's get them all posed out and give our final thoughts on the Ollie Special Ultimate Edition Ted DiBiase and Ricky Steamboat. All right, and there we have it. They are all hanging out, looking really, really good for sure. I think Ted actually kind of surprised me with how well he did display in the end. A negative thing I did discover, I was trying to make sure that this was as close as accurate as I could. The string is crazy long, kind of annoying there, but also his wrist tapes here in the photo. He does not have black wrist tapes, and I think that definitely takes away from the figure. I'm not usually a wrist tape, wrist finger snob, but man, I think that really does take away from how the figure looks overall. I think just that little black accent there, especially on a figure like this, that, let's be honest, we're not exactly breaking the bank here on having to deco this thing. So I think that's a pretty big miss there, but again, $6 for both of these guys a piece. Hard to beat. Plenty of customized things. I know a buddy of mine turned Ricky Dragon into AC Slater from Saved by the Bell. There's an episode where he is in a leotard, so he got a little soft goods leotard, put it on him with articulation of the Ultimates. It was a easy simple custom. Got a simple card made for it, and there you go. AC Slater, Saved by the Bell, one and done. He did a really good job on it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, all in all, really good set. Yeah, I just wish the wrist tape was there. That is now going to bug me forever. But Ted came through in the end and looks really nice. But at the end of the day, that is just my opinion. And I'm sure you have yours. And I'm sure if you paid $70 for this and you're seeing me review it for $12, you're probably a little annoyed. And maybe that would change my perspective on the figures themselves, price point, and all that kind of stuff. Does, of course, play a role. But let us know in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel, as we do post new content every single day. But it's time to get on out of here. It's time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.